Hi, this is Marty Cappy Richardson with Lucas Bisbee of New York Life. Thank you, Lucas, for once again stepping up as a streaming sponsor for Dog Bowl 15. And can you tell us a little bit about New York Life?
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, Marty. Really happy to be here. So at New York Life and Dog Nation, we help families protect what matters most.
Yeah.
And that's really leaving a legacy and really helping that next generation make sure that they're prepared.
Yeah, it's really good. So we have a lot of people, 1,000 people in this tournament, plus literally thousands more coming to watch. And if they were looking for this, how would they get hold of you?
Yeah, best way to get a hold of us, you can call me directly at 720-732-8934, or you can check us out online. You can also see us upstairs. We've got a booth set up as well, so we'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, and yeah, you guys always have a presence there, and thank you for sponsoring year after year after year. But in addition to that, you don't just sponsor, you volunteer as well, and you're wearing the wrong shirt for that volunteer role right now, right?
We do, yeah. So proud member of the board of directors, so happy to be serving and volunteering. Been volunteering since day one and love the mission and love what we do.
Yeah, but I meant really the shirt with stripes on it.
Yeah.
So you always do a couple games every year.
Yeah. So you'll see us out there refereeing a couple games.
Yeah, and I got the privilege of being your partner, which probably drove you crazy last year because I was in the wrong place all day long.
It was a blast.
Yeah, so I think we're going to replicate that again this year. But Lucas, you're always looking to expand your team and your business, and tell us a little bit about what's going on there right now with your business.
Yeah, thank you. So right now, we're currently growing our team. So we're looking to bring on 2 advisors here in the next 90 days. Former teachers, athletes, and coaches do incredibly well with this. We're really looking for those folks that are passionate about helping people and really making a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, and if someone was interested in that, how do they go about reaching out to you guys?
Yeah, we'll include a link here at the end, but we've also got contact me directly. I'm in charge of our office here, our local operation here in Denver. But yeah, would love to talk with you guys. Again, it's 720-732-8934.
Yeah, so thank you very much. And Lucas would be a great boss. So for any of you guys looking for a career change or just moving within that same career path, this is your guy. And thank you for coming on today, Lucas.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Welcome, Dog Nation, to the Dog Bowl 14.
Dog Bowl 14!
This is my co-host, Matthew Taylor, also known as MT. I'm David Cosino. You'll hear DK. And we're excited to present our Copper A Championship. These 2 teams, the Mustangs and the Bronies, have been fighting since Wednesday and Thursday, respectively, to get here. And now it's all on the line. Matthew Taylor, why don't you tell us a little bit about the foundation?
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, right, Dog Nation Hockey Foundation has been around, was founded from a group that, unfortunately, one of them passed away, but they were cancer survivors that worked together, played together, and created a foundation that they could do good and have continued to do so. We're honored to have the opportunity to just have a small part in that journey. But again, Dog Bowl 14 today, DK. Really excited for this championship match. How about you?
Absolutely, MT. I'm incredibly excited to be here. It looks like we've got 2 teams ready to go, just getting a warm-up in here on the ice. You're going to see that the Mustangs are littered in America's colors, white, blue, and red. And on the other side, the Bronies, cascading some rainbows.
Very
on
Miami vibes, like pastel for sure. I'm honestly vibing with those jerseys, if I may say so. It should be a good game, though, right? You can't go by the jerseys, though, DK, can you?
Well, only time will tell. Exactly, Matthew. You could come in with the cool jersey and bring absolutely no swag with it.
That's
only
true.
one way to find out here.
DK, I think maybe, one place that I'd like to start, right, is just highlighting the 2 netminders that we're going to see today. On the Bronies, who we got in net is Mark Marcy. Just a quick shout out, right? He's a goalie they got off Facebook goalie page. Shout out Facebook, right? Mark Zuckerberg, I hope you're listening. Obviously joking there. But it looks just like Gene Wilder. Thank God, one of the best comedians for the old folk. If you've never seen Willy Wonka, that's your man. Marcy's going to be manning the pipe. Who we got on this other team, though, Mustang-wise, we got ourselves Melissa Kress. She's from Long Island, played D3 hockey in Mass, DK, and was signed professionally by the Boston Blades of Canadian Hockey. That's pretty BA, if I may say so, DK.
I would say that is pretty BA. But what's real here is we get to see the fight of social media versus a traditional upcoming, and what will that mean for how these goalies approach the game?
Right you are, DK, right you are.
Already, MT, it sounds like we might be getting ready to get underway here. Both teams skating across, skating out, getting a couple last shots in.
You can see the Zebras getting all ready. What do you think he's got in that thermos, hey?
You know what? I don't think I'm allowed to say on broadcast, but
Probably not.
I'm guessing it's tea to, keep them just awake
gotta be
enough,
tea.
but not coffee to make them race off the ice, right, Matt?
Let's hope not. Let's hope not, DK. DK, anything that we know about these two teams coming into it, right? I know you said that they've been competing since Thursday.
Well, why don't we take you through what their course has been?
I think that'd be great for the listeners, just to get an idea on how they got to this point.
Absolutely. So we're going to start off here with the Mustangs. The Mustangs start off against the Trash Pandas Wednesday night. They then made their way through.
We're looking at this live, ladies and gentlemen, so give us a chance.
It looks like they went through the Rink Rats.
Through the Rink Rats. Those are two good names, from Trash Pandas to Rink Rats. I'm picking up a theme here.
But once again, we got good names and not so good play, which is why the Mustangs are here. Alrighty, folks, we got them setting up for a center face-off. And the Mustangs take it forward. They're going to try an odd rush here.
Oh, I like that shot low.
Walker saved by Kress. And the Mustangs will swing it back center, but it gets cut off by the Bronies. Lifted ahead for Scampy here.
Oh, what
Scampy
a
tries
shot,
to drive around.
DK.
It gets blocked. Scampy now swinging it back around and out. Dumps it back down, but it's left open for the Mustangs to corral and try and drive up the boards.
Nice stick-to-stick passing there to get out of their zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Bronies are going to recover in their own zone. Try and chase it out. They've got some open space. Let's see what they do with it. The Mustangs get a stick on it, but it's running down the boards to Loch Ness Monster. And he knocks it towards the goal with a great save.
What a heck of a good nickname. I didn't realize he's the Loch Ness Monster.
He's the Loch Ness Monster.
Well, he swallowed that one right up. I will say that, the Bronies had somebody on that backside. They could have found him with a cross-ice pass. I think it would have been a tap-in.
They could have, and the reality is going to be, will they learn from it? Bronies win the face-off, but Mustangs are going to take it down. He dumps it into the skates of 29. 29 tries to save it, but instead gets dumped back into the Bronies' D zone. And the Bronies make their approach. It's fumbled, but then bounced back.
James Stott is pressing the puck for the Mustangs, I must say.
Absolutely he is. And you like to see that kind of feisty coming out of the gate. You need somebody to bring the pressure, especially if you're spending a lot of time in your own D zone.
Yeah, it seems like both these teams have some speed. I don't know if you're picking that up, DK, but just the way that they're moving, you can tell both of them have some very fast skaters out there.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're going to start off with a face-off here. And the Mustangs win.
Oh, God,
And
might
it
be a
gets cut
breakaway
across.
here, DK.
We've got a breakaway. Number 33. Tried to flash, but a great save by Marcy. Mustangs are going to bring it out. It's passed out to Stott.
Stott's got it on his
enters the
stick.
zone.
Oh, turnover, though, DK.
Turnover.
Did you see 3 on the Mustangs? They'll get back on that? That was incredible.
Incredibly athletic play, absolutely.
Oh, look at those handles, man.
Swing around, biding time. He dumps it back. And now it's bounced up the boards. Cut off by the Bronies. And Brenneman's going to send it forward. And they're just playing cross-ice pass right now. Bronies steal it right in front of the blue line, but instead they opt to reset it.
Probably a good choice there. You can see they're coming on the forward press. I think they might get a turnover, though.
Yeah, we'll see. Playing some back and forth. The puck goes to Ruby. See where Ruby decides to play it. Just up the boards a little bit. And we're going to dump it in. We're going to try and make a glove stopped by the Bronies, but instead they turn it over, and it goes right back to them in their D zone.
Thought it was the Rockies there for a second, DK, with the miff on the catch.
But then they would have missed it multiple times. All right, Mustangs are taking it out from behind their own net, trying to find some space here. He bounces up the board, and it gets cleared out by the Mustangs.
Oh, what a pass.
A one-on-one.
Clapper.
And what a save down there by Kress.
He clapped back at Clapper with that one, I'd say, DK.
And so we'll set out for a face-off to the left side of Kress.
Seems like the line changes are happening pretty consistently. Seeing the same 5 out there against each other.
Absolutely.
DK, I think the Brownies have a chance here. Look at that dangle. Can you get it around?
He kicks it around, swings it back around the side of the net, but gets taken away by the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to force it up and out, but a nice forecheck by the Brodies.
Could hear that all the way up here.
Mustangs still maintain control. They're trying to swing it out, but getting pressed. And here the Mustangs go with the loose puck.
I don't know how he got out of that situation.
I don't know, but Light did a great job passing it forward, and now they've got the numbers. Passing it down low, but the Bronies take it away in front of the crease. Trying to set up for the long shot, and tried to go 5-hole, but saved. Bronies are going to swing it around and out. Mustangs take it back over in their own O-zone. Tries to get a shot away, but poke checked. Mustangs swinging around the back of the neck, but doesn't quite get there. Now the Bronies trying to take control, but instead it loops out to Light.
I think they needed a quick line change, so it was good for the Bronies to clear that puck.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a high one. I think that's... I believe that comes out to the neutral zone then, right, since he just hit it out. Yeah.
Sure looks like that's where they're setting up.
Keep me honest, folks.
Yeah, I can. And we're set up for the face-off. Mustangs win, and they dump it back for a reset.
That's kind of a little classy pass. You see that?
Absolutely. Good to get a stick on, too, so we don't face an icing. Bronies swing it back out. It's just past the blue line, so the Mustangs try to chip it in, but to no avail. Mustangs swing it back. And they're looking for a
Watch
reset
him break on
here.
that
They
far
try
side.
to make a deep pass. It goes down off the wall and hit a stick, so we wave off icing. 27 for the Brodies, tries to block it off, but instead the Mustangs maintain control.
Great forecheck by the
Slap
Mustangs.
forward to 16. 16 sets up, tries to swing, but it's blocked off a leg. Another chop.
I can
and
only
bounce back out to
imagine,
the Mustangs.
DK, how hard it is as a goalie to see that puck with bodies in front.
Absolutely is. Even at this level, the shots are still coming in incredibly fast.
Heck, man, even at the Goldberg level from the Mighty Duck days was scary. You can only imagine now, these guys have got some serious sauce on their stick.
They sure do. Serious speed on the ice, and that's why we're glad the Mustangs just took a change, so they got some fresh bodies. Bronies with control. Mustangs take it away in their D zone, and it's dumped ahead straight to the Bronies.
What a take.
What a steal away by Light. And he's blockered off.
That's Clapper, wasn't it?
You're correct. It's Clapper.
Oh, what a play defensively, though.
Yeah, Hermanson manages to maintain control of the puck, bounces off the boards, but instead the Mustangs get it.
Mustangs are coming in hot, DK. I think they're going to get the first goal with the way that they're getting in. They're dominating this neutral zone.
Absolutely they are. Mustangs able to recover in their own D zone. It swings around, but it looks like the Bronies are able to get to it quickly enough. He fans on the pass.
Oh, what a
swung
pass.
across, and a great block out by Marcy.
That was a good save by the goalie. Just to kind of settle everything down. Feel like there was a lot happening in front of her.
Yeah, stayed on top of it, certainly. And another great save there.
Yeah, Cressy. I guess I shouldn't be partial here, but it was a good save.
Hey, we can be partial for any good save here. We're here to watch good hockey, right?
Amen to that, DK.
All right, in the face-off, the Bronies win, but now it's tangled up. Mustangs try to chip it out, but the Bronies save it, and it gets knocked into the bench. Thankfully, nobody got hit in the head.
Nobody got hit in the head. Nobody got hit in the visor. But there is a little bit of physicality happening on the ice. I know it's a no-checking league, but you can definitely tell that they are competing. It's really fun to watch.
No, it's not quite a Czech, but there's some Slovakia in there. And they bounce it out. It's a fight up against the boards. Bronies look to have control. He overpasses it, and it's going to bounce all the way back to number 29. Big Lou in the back trying to bounce it off the boards, but can't quite get through. 43 of the Mustangs dumps it back in. Bronies recover.
Which is pretty amazing because number 29, again, is a stay-at-home defenseman that's never home. Something that we'd like to say. Probably should play forward, so we'll see if he's able to get a goal at any point today.
Yeah, we'd love to see some offense from defense today.
Oh, there's a penalty, DK.
All right, we'll wait for the call. Definitely looking at a...
Zebra's not happy with somebody. Are those offsetting minors, DK?
It sure looks like it might be. Nope.
No, I think it is DK. So hooking on one. Interference, I guess. Like, I didn't see a gesticulation with the second one.
Yeah, I couldn't see what the call was, but it was certainly hooking. We're going to set up in the middle, and we're going to keep going here. Bronies take control, and they enter the O zone.
Oh, that's a great save.
Slap. But doesn't quite go in.
I shouldn't have said that with that on. Yeah, good. We'll get one after, but thank you guys. Yeah, you bet.
Alrighty, instead we're going to set up for another face-off in the Mustangs' defensive side. They seem to have done a pretty good job of winning these so far, but controlling the puck afterwards, a different story. It sets down right in front.
Oh, can
Mustangs can corral it, and they get it out of their own zone. It's being chased down. And like you say, there's no checking, but that was a nice little hit.
DePepe Lepew did a great job there. Shout out to DePepe. They are a solid defenseman. Hopefully, finally gets his skates sharpened for once. Not wanting to see, DePepe Lepew hit any edges if we can help it, DK. But that obviously happens with the sport.
Yeah, it looks like we've got another penalty here.
Another one.
I didn't quite catch what it is, but it looks to be nothing of consequences. We'll set up for another face-off.
It's got to be a power play then. So it looks like it's a power play for the Bronies right now. Chance to go up. Yeah, we got our first power play of the game, DK.
Indeed we do. Mustangs taking around the back.
I would just clear it if I was them. Get that puck out.
And they attempt to, and they sure do.
It's barely squeezed through. Looked like the Bronies had that edge pinched, but puck just squirmed through. Feisty little thing.
Bronies going to try and make another entry here.
Look at the far side, DK.
Successfully. 17 looking to swing it across. Instead, he takes around behind the back of the net and shifts it back.
Pass.
EJ here, passing it out. Great shot,
save.
But blocked and save.
Oh, shorty. Might be a shorty, DK.
We got Mustangs sliding down the side. Here goes Hopper, but he decides to veer off as the Bronies retake control.
Oh, what a play.
And a great poke check here by the Mustangs. We got Strawborough with a great impact play, but instead the Bronies, again, taking control back. We've got number 19.
Nappy Roots. Number 17.
Oh, nice shot, but good positioning by the goalie there. Takes it back out. Bronies taking it to the top. Swings it back across. And another shot. Great kick save there.
This goalie is standing on her head, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see it from the video. She is sliding and covering the entirety of her crease.
She's doing a great job, and her defense is doing a good job of keeping out of sight line, so she's got a clear vision of the puck. Bronies re-entering. And
Big Lou
around the back.
Big Lou taking it all the way around to Scampy. Scampy got picked off, DK.
He did, and now we've got a single man rush. He tries to take the shot, fans on it a little bit wide.
Think he heard steps there.
It's Miller, not quite successful, and a cross open. Plenty of ice here in front of Ahern. Ahern looking to swing it across, but nothing there. Instead, being
I think that's Big Lou, DK.
You're right, that is a 9, not a 0. It's going to go right back to Big Lou. And Big Lou's going to dump it in as the Bronies look for a change or two. And the Mustangs are going to send it down center, but instead it's turned over. Bronies take it back. And now it's passed across to Koza.
Big Lou again. Back to Big Lou.
It's a name we're going to learn well here, folks. Koza now passing it in, but instead taken away by the Mustangs. Mustangs get it out of their own zone and poke it ahead. And the Bronies take it back in the neutral zone, trying to look for an entry, but instead they decide to turn it back.
Clapper's got it on his stick, DK.
And across the crease and out safely, but now we've got it at the top of the zone. Nice slap shot there by Allen.
Yeah, that was a great pad. Getting that down there, not easy.
Now we're going to get a reset to Allen off the board.
I think Skinner could have taken a few pointers from that save.
And Drozdowicz with a shot, up and out. Great save.
Great save. Sorry for the unnecessary shot to any Oiler fans out there. We feel your pain. Canada, you're going to win one sometime.
And we've got a face-off to the right of Marcy.
It looks like Nappy. No, I think I'm getting my play sheets called wrong here.
Drozdowicz takes control, flicks it in,
Oh!
off the post, and what a save there by Marcy.
The body control to just be able to figure out where that puck was. Think head turned right, left, and then realized it was in front of him.
And Drozdowicz does a great job controlling that one.
That save's even better when you see it slow motion. How did they get their right pad down?
Not quite sure, but the Bronies take control off the face-off. And it's dumped down ice. We've got a
that's got to be an
here.
icing.
And they don't quite make it there in time. So, we'll set back up.
Pretty interesting, you know, first, what are we at? Can I do basic math? 13 and a half? 12 and a half?
12 and a half minutes. But the time passes.
That's why they put us in the booth, DK, as opposed to the one solving the mathematical equations.
Yeah, we'll let the stats folks do the stats. And the Brodies win. Again, we're looking for a dump and chase down through the neutral zone. It hops over 71 stick, and the Mustangs recover. Bounced back out, and 19's got a head of steam.
Clapper really, I feel like there's a goal in this game for Clapper.
There is. He's just got to keep it off the stick of the Bronies, and he'll be set.
That might have been Drozdowicz, but I think Clapper still got one coming to him.
And the Bronies take it through, but instead it's stopped.
Must have been offside so he couldn't touch the puck.
Must have been. All right, Bronies setting back up to try and get into the O-zone.
Big Lou's got it again, DK.
Big Lou, stick handling. Might be looking for his own shot here. Instead,
Can he
he gets
find
swept
top?
behind the net.
Great
Swings
defensive
down.
play there.
Absolutely. Way to crowd in front of the crease there. Not let anybody in. What a shot. Great kick save by the defender there. Didn't quite get to the net. Bronies are going to bounce it around. And now it's kicked back out to the top where they're going to settle up.
EJ's a defenseman, don't get me wrong, but he's behind the net right now. Oh, great save.
Great save again. Like you said, Cress is on top of her game today. And we're swung all the way back down, and we've got another icing.
She's going to get another chance to have to make a big save. Honestly, if I'm the Mustangs, I'd be a little worried. You're leaving your goalie with some opportunities right in front of her. She's making the saves, but pressure's going to tell if they can't, get a little bit more help for her.
It will, but when you've got an elite goalie, you can win any game. And right now, she's proven she can do it.
Truest thing in hockey, DK.
Alrighty, and swung around by the Mustangs trying to get it out, but instead the Bronies are going to recover on the far side, and they turn it straight back over, and the Bronies take it back. 17 swings it around the boards, tries to center it, but instead the Mustangs take back control.
Oh, I think they stole it, though.
They did, and now they're going to get a nice reset in their own zone. But the Mustangs are going to take it right back, and now they've got numbers. We're swinging around the back of the net. Mustangs bring it back center.
Oh, it's in front.
Great save there by Marcy. And the Bronies are going to try and cross the blue line once again. Here we go, 19.
Oh! Did that go off the post, DK?
I'd have to see a replay, but I'll trust your call there. Great stop by the Mustangs. Oh, and what a shot there.
Oh, that's
Loch
a turnover
Ness
again.
Monster right
Loch
there.
Ness Monster coming through.
As you said, you can't leave your goalie in that kind of a position too often, and the Monster sure puts it in.
And that's a tough one because you can see the Mustangs defender has it on their stick and it just bounces off right to the forward in front. Nothing the goalie can do there. It's a one-timer at point-blank range.
Exactly. All you can do is try and set up and save it, but there's just too much space when you're that close.
DK, that's our first goal of this championship match.
Yeah, there's been some solid back and forth, and there's been chances. It was only a matter of time here. And the Mustangs are going to try and control in their own zone. Get a kick out. We've got it off the boards. to number
Oh, they've got a break if they can find
three.
him.
Three, take it down. Wide open shot. Good save by Marcy. Straight to the numbers. Miller sure got some heat on that one, didn't he?
He did. They were looking for it there for a second. I can tell you that. Marcy wasn't sure if he had it or if it had slipped underneath, but this time DK made the save.
Miller kicks it back out. And
Oh!
shot across, and what a bounce. That was a fantastic assist there.
I think we're going to have to go to the replay for those to figure out who assisted that.
Looks like it almost slides through, throws the defender off, and he swings it back post for Stott.
Oh, we're going to get a great angle
bounce
here.
in.
I think it just hit the
I
goalie's
think it
blocker
just
and
hit
went
the goal
up.
blocker. You're
Snuck
right.
in that little chicken wing spot.
So I think that was light in the far side with a fantastic goal.
I don't think the goalie wants an assist there. So
Miller
we'll
here
leave him off.
swinging through.
That's going to be a
Defensive
penalty.
stop. We've got interference, folks. Sometimes that's all you can do when you get an odd man rush is just give yourself another 2 minutes of chance.
Great defensive play. I feel like they have to make that decision, especially with the momentum changing to the Mustangs side.
Well, and maybe now we've just kind of broken the seal and we're about to get goals on goals. But we've only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, so let's see what these teams can do.
Hey, we're all Av fans. We remember Nazem Kadri scoring a goal with, what was it, like 2 seconds left, DK?
And this is only the half. We've got plenty of hockey left. Miller with the kickback.
Oh, great
Swings
pass.
it around to the outside.
Bronies have a big pocket, though. I don't like the way they're defending this power play.
Yeah, they're leaving a lot of ice open, so they can really Mustangs can really space out.
Good
And
clear.
the Mustangs try to get back, but instead it hops over and down. And Kress is going to set it up to Sawyer. Sawyer kicking it down to Miller. And Miller's going to try and lead the O-zone entry. Miller across to Drostovic.
Oh, what a pass!
And good deflection and out. Now we've
shorty
got a
time.
foot race.
Shorty time.
We've got Brenneman trying to make the entry, trying to get a shot off, but can't quite handle it.
Too fast for his own stick, I'd say.
Good positioning by Kress as well. Mustangs just trying to get it out, but the Brown is giving a good contest here, and they turn it over.
They're doing the shorthanded too, DK.
Very impressive. That takes all effort.
Oh, but now here comes a good rush for the Mustangs.
Yep, just a little past the stick there of 44. But now it's going to go back down to their own end. They got about 55 seconds left in this power play. And right now they're just struggling to get out of their own zone. Light.
Which, for the Bronies, that's a win since they're on the penalty kill. But here's great positioning defensively.
It was a little bit of a bad pass by Janikowski. That's A. Janikowski, not B. Janikowski. You'll notice we've got some brothers here on the ice. A nice fight up against the boards here. Nobody willing to give up positioning. And they're going to fight out. Bronies kick it out, but it goes straight to 18. Mustangs are going to try and make an entry,
what a
and
move.
he's going to do it by himself.
What a
here.
move!
Oh, and
What a
he pulls up
save.
What a save. Couldn't quite keep his footing, get that dangle around. Now it bounces back to the Mustang zone.
Every time I do that in Chell, I get scored on, though, so I'm glad it worked in real life.
Alrighty, we've got another entry.
Oh, here's a chance. Can they get one more? DK, we got just under 20.
Not quite great defensive play there, and the Bronies are going to take it back
on
out.
a break.
And we've got a wide open break if he can keep control. Tries to tap it back out across, and Scampy almost gets it, but not quite. Swings it back center.
Almost
got
cooking.
16. Great save there by Kress up high. And nobody seems to know where the puck is. Brony swing it back center.
I think
but
they just got to
it's
clear.
intercepted. And that's the end of the first half, folks.
Woo.
We got some great hockey. It's a 1-1 game here, so we're starting out fresh. We'll talk to you here when the second period starts.
Water bottle.
Alrighty, folks, we got MT and DK back here on the mic for the start of period 2.
Needed a quick sip of water, DK. After that, it was such a relentless pace.
Absolutely it was, and it looks like they're only looking to go faster and harder. And the Mustangs trying to get it centered. 18's going to swing it in, but it gets bounced over the top of the goal. And now it's swung back around.
Can they keep that in there, DK? I'm not sure.
We'll see. It was a good setup to the top, but instead, 6 turns it over. 6 now trying to get it back in, but passes it just a little bit ahead. Now the Bronies are going to get control. Bronies bounce it forward, and it's picked off. Great check there by the Mustangs. Instead, he turns it back over. Now we've got Kona taking
Crony
it in,
baloney.
but it bounces off a Mustang, and now they're trying to clear. Bronies managing to kick it around and keep in control, and it bounces back out to the neutral zone, and they'll reset.
Can they find him on the far side? He's open, DK.
They do. Can he get control? It bounces back around. Now we've got
What touch on that
Lock.
pass?
Locke trying to set something up in the middle. He's going to kick it out, but instead the Mustangs get control of it. And now Strawbaugh's going to try and take it out. Strawbaugh taking it on his own. He's got the entry, and now he's heading to the corner. He's going to swing it backside, but the only one there is the Brony. It turns back over to the Mustangs. Great shot,
a little
bit wide. And now the Bronies have control. They've got the numbers, but can they get it?
Oh,
And now we've got a takedown, but no call.
good physical hockey there.
Brony's coming in, trying to go backside, but he can't quite get it. And the Mustangs will kick it out, and they'll go all the way down for an icing.
DK, I wanted to give one quick call out because I think this is important. On the Mustang side, Ryan Hermanson, happy to report after an ugly year, his wife is in remission from cancer. And anybody that follows Dawg Nation Hockey Foundation knows how near and dear those victories are. So just wanted to shout out Ryan's family. Mrs. Hermanson, we're very happy for you.
Well, and absolutely to reemphasize that, we care who wins here on the ice, but what's more important is that we're winning for charity and that we're winning in our everyday lives, and that's great to hear. So the Bronies are going to swing up top. They're going to keep it in the O zone, dump down off the side of the net, and now we've got
Something
it's
going
coming
on.
back down. Brony's going to recollect, and you've got Big Lou setting it back across the ice. And now we're going to get maybe a little bit of back and forth from the Bronies in their D zone.
Trying to set something up for sure.
They are, but the Mustangs are getting some pretty good pressure. Great poke in there by number 14, and he's going to take it down the boards. We've got EJ. EJ racing across the backside of the ice.
He is the elder statesman. You know, I didn't realize he works at Coors. Maybe he can get his colleagues some free banquets, right?
It is, and it's got to be great to share a name with a Colorado legend like Aaron Johnson.
I was going to ask if he's a Condor too, but we'll leave that for the EJ and the Abs, burgundy and white.
Maybe not quite Condor. We got a nice hawk out there.
We do. We got a hawk. For any of our bird fans out there, we're trying to figure out that next a goal maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we've got to set up to the right of Kress. And a good win there by the Mustangs. They'll try and loop it around and out, but the Bronies are going to set up. We've got Big Lou
what a deflection!
ending it in. Wow. That was impressive. Let's go to the replay here and see exactly what happened.
I think Kress gets unsided by her defender here. You can see him just to the left of her. And I think she starts moving right, and it just hits off her and in.
Yeah, good deep shot by Big Lou, and that's why you take those, is because you never know what's going to happen. Now,
Kale, I hope you're out there listening because we could have used a few more from you.
all right. And the Bronies win the faceoff. They're going to dump it
pass.
in. And now they're chasing. It's got a one-on-one fight here. Mustangs are going to regain control, and they're going to look to take it back out.
Oh, great
Got it.
stick-to-stick passing.
Solid cross-ice pass there. That's B. Janikowski dumping it back to Drozdowicz. And now it's turned over to the Bronies.
2-on-1 break here, DK.
Looks like we've just got Big Lou taking a shot. Goes high and into the netting. And now we're in for another faceoff.
Andy Allen honestly did a great job there. And, quick update on Andy Allen. Recently moved to Utah and is a long-standing Mustang teammate and very good friend to the one and only Cap Marty McKnight here at Dawg Nation.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. And ref touches the puck. Bronies win it. Try for a quick shot, but it's wide. And now the Mustangs will kick it back out where the Bronies will recover in their own end. It swung across to Big Lou. Big Lou trying to cross ice pass, but instead it is picked off there by
Strabra. We tried it both ways. Sorry if we got it wrong twice, but we did try.
And we'll keep trying here.
You know, David, he actually played college hockey at the University of Illinois, and is always a positive force in the locker room that's called up by his teammates.
That's another thing you love to hear about Dawg Nation again, it's about the hockey, but it's about the camaraderie as well, and that's why we call it out here.
You say he's the straw that kept it all together?
I would say he's certainly not the last one. And it's a wide open shot. Great way to get in front of that for Allen. Good defensive play, and now the Mustangs are going to try and get out, but the Bronies take back over.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not getting paid, but he played like he was with that defensive play.
And it looks like we're going to get some fresh scares on the ice for another faceoff. All right, it looks like we've got Hopper and we've got Johnson in the mix, and the Mustangs will win it. Now sliding forward, but the Bronies are going to take it back over. It's immediately turned back. Looks like Strabra thought he had it, gave it away, and then got it right back.
Oh, here they're on a break,
Hopper
DK.
Looking for the pass, trying to shoot it. Way to stay in front by the goalie down low.
I don't know how that didn't go in.
Marcy did a phenomenal job just keeping that pad right against the ice. Mustangs are going to collect back in their own end. And now with some slick passing, a little bit of puck luck, they managed to keep it. And now
what
we've
a
got
deep
Clapper.
Bronies are definitely getting stuck in their own zone a little bit more than I think they would like.
They are, but they're hustling and they're getting the turnovers, which is what's necessary if you need that odd man break.
That is true. That is true.
And now it bounces back, and the Mustangs are going to reset.
Oh, lazy pass there.
Sloppy play, and that's what the Bronies are hoping to capitalize on here.
3-on-2.
Yeah, we got Swafford looking in, tries to take a shot, but his stick gets blocked, and instead it's going to turn back. And now it looks like the Mustangs might have an opportunity. We've got a one-on-one here.
Defense
Hopper
coming in behind, though.
Tries to deke it and loses it, but instead is able to collect around the boards. We've got it back center, and 27 fans on it, and the Bronies recollect. Bronies passing it back out, number 5. Now looking for an opportunity, but there's nobody ahead. Good poke check, but recovered here by Hermanson. Hermanson looking back.
Ruby trying to find a diamond in the rough there.
And it looks like it's going to go back to Big Lou here in the defensive end.
Big Lou.
Big Lou passing across to Hermanson, who dumps it. And now the Mustangs look like they should recover. But it was a good contest by the Bronies.
DK, I feel like Big Lou should be the name of a sandwich. Like, that makes me hungry thinking about it. It's just a good nickname.
It really is.
Hardy.
All right, we've got a 2-on-3. But the Mustangs are going to do their best with what they got. Miller here playing with the contest. He's guarded by 2 of the Bronies.
He's handling 2 people in the corner.
It looks like he was taken down, but no call here.
A little chippy, DK.
Oh, and the fans on it, swiping it right across the face of the goal. Marcy with good positioning. And now the Bronies are going to take it out and try and enter.
Big Lou is flying.
Lou again, trying to wrap it around. Can't quite get there. He's going to look for the pass.
One-timer.
Slap, but blocked. That was right to the numbers of number 2 there. And what a save there by Kress.
Miller made a heck of a play to throw their body in front, but Kress holding down the crease.
The importance of both defensive goalie working as one.
That is for sure. They had each other's back. David, I've been really impressed with the pace of this game. Has not slowed down.
It really hasn't. There have been moments where you can see the fatigue setting in, but generally these teams have found a reason to get right back into it. And the Mustangs are going to take it, but Lou's going to get a slap out across. Mustangs taking it in. He's got a wide open zone entry, and now we've got 17 from the Bronies taking it back around. Trying to get the reset, looking for something open off the boards and down, and we've got an icing call.
See if the Mustangs can capitalize, because I think that's going to keep the Bronies, not as fresh legs on the ice for a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer, and we'll see if they can keep the pressure up.
I think the only goal on Marcy, though, was the one that he just couldn't see.
I think so. I think you're right so far.
who we got taking this face-off there.
We've got Drozdowicz from the Mustangs, and we've got EJ from the Bronies. EJ is going to box out and get it back to his teammate, but it's immediately turned over. Now trying a cross-ice pass. EJ trying to stay in front. It's still loose.
Janowski played a heck of a pass to get that opportunity in front of the net.
He really did, but Marcy, again, keeping those pads nice and low, getting the blockers in the way, and the ref calls it even though the puck is still a little loose. So we're going to set up for another face-off. And like you said, keeping that pressure on, keeping the Bronies' legs tired.
Yeah, I don't think they've had a chance to get fresh legs for at least the last 65 seconds.
Good kick out, but the Bronies trying for
2-on-1 DK.
Great bounce off to himself by Droz.
Tried to fool the goalie there.
He tried to, but unfortunately it was a little too high to do anything.
Be hard not to get your adrenaline going on that opportunity.
It would, and as we get later in this game, the more mistakes we might find, but we also might find a couple players who really know how to come in clutch. This Drozdowicz and Johnson matchup in the faceoffs has been really interesting. They're about 50-50 so far on the wins. But as this game goes on, EJ seems to get better control of who gets the puck.
I think that's EJ's defensive background definitely coming to the forefront. Very intentional with what they're doing with the puck.
Absolutely, and 70 tries to make an attempt, but instead turns it right over. Drozdowicz giving the attempt. Mustangs trying to enter, but instead it's off the stick and turned over to the Bronies.
Scampy again.
Scampy tries to go close side, but a good kick save there by Crest. Centering, blocked out by Mustangs, and now the Bronies are going to try and work it around to the center.
Great save.
Another save by Crest, tries to stay in front.
They got to get the puck out, DK.
They really do. The defense is scrambling, though. They're getting a little tight to the crease. Hope they can keep Crest's visibility, and now they're going to miss the stick and bounce it all the way down.
That's important, too.
It looks like it was off of the Mustangs, so we're going to get an icing call.
Which I'm kind of confused by the ref's call there, because we definitely saw Scampy be the person whose stick had hit last.
But you know what? Big credit to these refs. This is a fast game, and they already screwed up at the NHL and college level, so I have the utmost respect for the folks doing it here for charity. Let's get a big hand out there for the referees.
Clap for that.
Or as their player would say, clapper for that. And the Mustangs trying to take a rush. Can't get a clean entry, so they'll dump and chase.
They're pinching, though, DK.
Hopper fighting down low.
Little skirmish in that corner.
And a nice long shot.
What a save!
Marshy staying in front of that one. Gets it right on the inside of that right pad and then gets it right to the glove side. Great save by Marshy.
Both of these goalies, again, we've said it before, they continue to make save after save to keep this a very tightly contested match. Championship match again, DK.
Absolutely. Miller tries to go for the win. It's hanging on the ice, but now the Bronies recover it. Bronies swinging at center. Now trying to get it up. That's Koza. Koza back for Swafford. Swafford trying to get a good look at the goal, swings it across, and almost tipped in by the Mustangs defense, but Crest does a phenomenal job staying with it and saves it.
Crest also voted 9 out of 10 dentist for the best. Bad joke there, I apologize.
You know what, but if I were to have a teammate, I'd want it to be a dentist in a hockey team.
I trust her as much as I do my toothpaste, and that's a lot.
And the Bronies going down. We've got a delayed penalty. See if they can recover. If not, it looks like we're going to get a tripping call here, folks. And the Bronies trying to get around it. Looking for a safe pass, and the Mustangs are going to take control. Now we've got 2 minutes.
Tripping there, right?
Sure looked like it to me, but we'll take a look. Yeah, absolutely. That was a tripping call.
You got to imagine as a ref holding your hand up there that long's got to not be good. Definitely working out in the gym, that's for sure.
Oh, they're just as athletic as these hockey players. I'm sure they've done some gaming themselves.
More than you and I, DK.
Well, that's why we practice running our mouths for jobs such as this. And the Mustangs are going to take control, swing it down, and the Bronies are going to recover in their own end. We've got a one-on-one defense, but the Bronies managed to get it out of their own D zone.
I think a shorty would go a long way. Mustangs need another goal here.
I do, but there's still plenty of time. Bronies trying to figure it out.
Slapper.
Slapper caught up in the air. brought down by the Mustangs and now
Didn't
bounced
get it
out
clear.
almost. So the Mustangs are going to recover, trying to get it back down ice.
How did they
Brony's
keep it
doing
in?
a phenomenal job keeping it in, but now it bounces out and the Bronies will reset. Looking for a clean pass. Not as clean, but it looks like 71's got it.
Brenneman Roll, even if he's a St. Louis Blues fan, we're happy to call him out today.
There we are. And Cozy getting it across, but bounces off the stick of a Mustang. And what a poke check there by the Bronies. We've got an all-out battle here to see who can recover control. It's bouncing off.
Keeping
sticks.
it in, DK.
Gilly trying with the shot there, but it gets deflected and back out, and the Bronies remain in control. And there's our man Big Lou with the shot wide.
He's really looking
Still
stick high on the goalie there.
Bounces out of the zone. Bronies still maintaining control, and we got 40 seconds left in this power play. And it's turned back over. The Mustangs are going to dump it deep.
Just couldn't control it there, but it looked like could have been a shorty chance.
No, but you want to get back in position for shots like that.
Oh, what a
stick
save.
Fantastic job there by Marcy.
Cress.
Cress, you're correct. All right, now we've got Pepe Le Pew swinging it across, looking for a shot. Marcy staying in front, falling on, or Cress falling on her back there. But way to keep the puck
And
underneath.
finding the puck.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just got to flail until you feel that thing on your butt cheek.
It's like bacon on the trampoline, DK. She did not cook.
Exactly, and the ref told us when that bacon is done. So we've got another face-off here. We've got Locke for the Bronies, and it looks like we've got Sugar. Sugar trying to maintain control, but Locke passes it back out. And now we've got an odd rush here. 2-on-2 by the Mustangs. Coming in.
Tried to
Wide
find
shot.
a skater in front.
Yeah, look-
Penalty, too.
I missed the penalty. Did you happen to see what
I believe it was
MC?
hooking based on the ref signal.
Alrighty, so this right here was the Mustangs' chance that you were talking about.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Bronies can, defend as well a penalty kill the way that the Mustangs just did against them.
Well, like we said, they've been racing around like crazy. We'll see if they can maintain their defensive integrity and keep their zones in line.
Just
And
under 5 minutes, 2 DK left.
It's going to be a close one. Bronies managed to recover, try to bounce it down the boards, and it's kicked out and down. Burning some time there are the Bronies. Mustangs will reset.
Holding somebody that's going to come to the opposite corner here. Watch this. Can they find the cross ice pass?
He looks for it, but there's nobody in position. So the Bronies will recover.
Oh, but they might have taken it here.
That Big Blue trying to chase down, but instead he gets stopped up by a wall of Mustangs. And
I think it might be a 5-on-3.
I think it is, because I think we got a holding call right there. Take a look and see what this referee says.
The stick definitely got stuck there for a second. I just not sure how the ref's going to call that.
Either way, it's another 2 minutes without somebody on the ice. So we'll have a total of 1:14 on 5-on-3.
Mustangs have to get a goal with this double man advantage.
Well, and at this moment, I don't think they're thinking one goal. I think they're thinking two. We'll see what they can do with the extra two bodies on the ice.
Probably a smart moment by the to catch their breath real quick.
Yeah, you put some time and thought into this. You work power play at every practice, and now's the chance to see if it can really come in clutch for the championship game.
While we're waiting for the refs to figure it out, just some other shout-outs that we want to give. We have Jaron Miller of the Colorado Mustangs from New Jersey, grew up playing hockey, now volunteers with Dawg Nation. His brother is Jonathan Miller. Again, to DK's point, we got some brothers on the Mustangs. We've also got ourselves, his brother Jonathan Miller, played club hockey at DU, University of Denver, after growing up playing in New Jersey. Now he's a fitness coach. It's awesome to see the brothers playing together, DK.
Indeed it is, and now we've got Eric Johnson again for the Bronies on the faceoff. He wins it, but there's going to be a cross.
Oh, what a
shot! Strabara with the shot there, getting the deflection with a clean look at the goal and going high side on the goalie.
Mark, we're sorry that for doing your name not the justice, but that shot was top tier, top shelf.
You do justice to your own name, you don't need our help, sir. And now we've got a face-off back in the middle. We'll see. We've got a 2-2 game. Bronies with the odd man rush.
What a
trying to
play.
take it, but a good poke check there by 24 of the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to take it back out. They've got 3-on-2.
Light shut him out there.
Centering it, trying to stick handle. It gets loose.
Oh, it's there.
Oh!
It didn't
And
go
diving
in.
save by Marcy.
What a
Good shot,
defensive
good
play.
block. Wow. And
Wow.
way to get the blocker down on top of that.
Did you
while
see the
flailing on-
defender's skate slide out? It might not be Lord Stanley's Cup, but they're playing like it's on the line.
Absolutely they are. Marcy there doing everything as a turtle on his back to get those legs down and get that puck trapped. This is going to be an intense 3 minutes, folks.
My jaw is open. It's on the floor. I do not know, DK, how that didn't go in. That defender also laid everything on the line to make a play. And I can't even, I don't know who it was.
Get some good bodies in front there. We've got 20 seconds left. Or we've got a minute left on the 5-on-4 here. Mustangs bouncing it around. Circles back. The Bronies trying to take control, and they do. And here's the dump and chase. We've got a one-on-one.
They've got a two. They've got a runner.
Brenneman trying to get control in the corner. Maintains control, but turns it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs looking for a cross-ice pass, instead it'll settle it down. And now we've got Sarabara swinging across, but it's wide.
Legs are
And
getting a
it's
little
recovered by
tired,
the
DK.
Bronies. They are, but this is the last that they have to give. This is for
it
all
all.
of the marbles. Alrighty, it swung back down to the Mustang side as they'll try and recover. Brenneman trying to put some pressure on it, but instead gets sent back by the net. Mustangs looking for a clean entry here.
Yeah, not the time for a turnover in your own zone. That's for sure, DK.
Sarabara,
That could have been a penalty.
it could have been, but they want to let him play it out for the last 2 minutes here. And now we've got even numbers again
Icing.
with an icing call. See, that's an unfortunate time for that penalty to run out because you're doing what you're supposed to, but
You
at
are.
that last second, that's when you get trapped with all 5 on the ice.
DK, do you want to run through what happens if this goes tied at the end of it? I think it'd be important for folks to know if this game remains tied, it's going to be a 3-man shootout, no extra time, right after the whistle. But let's see, there's still plenty of hockey left for somebody to get a winner here, DK.
It is. It's all going to rely on whether the Bronies can get it out of their zone because the Mustangs are keeping on the continuous pressure, and you can see the tired legs starting to form.
Oh, what a pass.
Good cross-ice pass. You got a 3-on-2 by the Bronies. Entered here
Oh, what
by
a
Ruby.
layoff. It's there.
Oh, way to stay in front. And a good recovery by the defense of the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to get it out here.
Kress had no idea where that puck was. Thankfully, it was wide.
Good pressure, and now we've got... Looks like we've got Drozdowicz taking it down the side, trying to swing it around the back of the net, looking for something open.
Drozzy with a great
Cross
pass.
pass, but instead bounces off the stick and back out.
I think Mustang's got to reset here.
Sawyer's going to try and reset, instead turn over the Bronies, but it goes right back to Hopper. Hopper looking for the entry, doesn't quite have it, so he'll circle back around and dump, and now we've got a chase on it.
They might beat the Bronies to the puck there in the corner, David.
Drozdowicz does a great job there. Instead, it's going to be Clapper or Hopper. Turned over to the Bronies. Bronies are going to try and bounce it out. And now we've got a race down the side. Slapped back out by the Mustangs. Mustangs are going to clear it, but Bronies are going to turn it back over.
Oh.
Oh, hard check, but the game's still going to keep going. Here comes Hopper, looking for a shot, shoots it
Little
wide.
wide.
30 seconds left, folks. We got a fight down low between the Bronies and the Mustangs in the Bronies defensive zone.
Thankfully,
Bronies-
Loch Ness is okay, too.
Indeed. Bronies.
Oh, Loch Ness might actually
now we've got
win.
a fight here.
Scampy.
Scampy turns it over, goes for the shot. Great block there by Sawyer. Kick back in, looking for the pass in the middle. Way to stay
DK,
in
this
front.
could be a buzzer beater.
It could be. It's going up, and the Mustangs are going to shift it down. Will it get there? And it looks like we're going to 3-3. Well, these have been two great goalie performances so far. I'm really excited to see how they operated in the penalty.
It definitely feels like this is the ending
Shootout.
that was meant to happen.
Absolutely. For our last playoffs here on this ice, we wanted a good one, didn't we? Alrighty, folks. We will come back when we get to the shootout. right, folks, it looks like we are setting up for the Mustangs to take the first shot. It looks like we've got, I can't quite see the numbers. MT, you able to make it out?
That is a negatory, DK, but now we can. It is 16.
Looks like we've got Clapper looking for a Clapper on Marcy. Clapper swings it behind the goalie. No good.
DK, that is cruel. The move was so smooth.
It was.
Just couldn't find the net with the puck.
Got on the flat side of that stick, and instead it shifts.
Look at this in slow motion. Had the keeper dead to right.
So close to that post, but instead it goes clear. All right, the Bronies are setting up. Again, we'll get you a name and number here shortly. It looks like it's our guy, Big Lou. They're having the defenseman take the first shot. Let's see what Crest can do against this. And Big Lou approaches from the left, stalling down, trying to come across the face.
Great save.
And a good save there by Marcy, knocking it wide, or by Crest knocking it wide. We watch this replay. Big Lou coming from left to right. Swings across and a good stick on there by Crest. Now the Mustangs setting up to come left to right. We've got 26.
I think it's 76, isn't
76, you're right, that's Starbar. He's got a goal here, but he can't quite set it up on Marcy. Marcy, good positioning on that one. For the
Did not
save.
flinch, did not bat an eyelash.
So, MT, if we get through our 3 and we're still 0-0, do we just keep going?
That is my understanding, DK. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be the first to know as we find out too.
Alrighty, and we've got 71. This is Brenneman roll. Coming right to left in on Crest, trying to take it up the center. Looking for a slap, and Crest does a great job getting the pads down against the ice there.
Shut the door, that is for sure. Said no solicitation, no thank you.
It looks like we might get a chance to see what their depth, both these teams' depth can do.
Still one more shot each, DK. That's a lot to say.
That is fair. It looks like we've got Anthony Janikowski taking the third shot here for the Mustangs. Eyeing down Marcy, and Janikowski takes it into the right, shifts back left, taking it right, looking for the deke, and
what
a wide
save.
shot.
DK, to your earlier remark, the goalies are just standing on their heads.
They're doing everything they can. They want this championship. Great save there by Marcy.
Can Crest come up again, David?
We
I don't
will
know.
see. All the pressure here. Would you say the pressure here is on Koza, or would you say the pressure here is on Crest?
I gotta say both, honestly. It's different ones. I think that's always tough. As a goalie in any sport, it's never your fault, but it always feels like it if you don't.
It is, and here we go. And the wide shot. Crest, unfortunately, can't cover that close side.
She played a heck of a game.
She really did, but instead Scampy had to get the push on that. Great shot wide. And folks, we have your Copper A champion, the Bronies.
Bronies!
Folks, this is MT and DK signing off. Thank you for watching.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Lucas Bisbee with New York Life and Eagle Strategies, proud sponsor of Dog Bowl 15.
Always remember to play hard
Play fair.
and give back.
We'll see you at the next face-off.